Hey guys, and welcome back to another sit down video. So today, just having a quick talk with you all about self-care. So for me, self-care, well, there are two different types of self-care. This is just my opinion, all right? Now, there is the self-care that we're all familiar with, which is having a hot bubble bath, putting on a face mask, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, going to a spa, getting a massage, shopping. That's a form of self-care for some people. And the other part of self-care, which I don't think is really spoken enough, are the things which are not beauty related and nothing to do with your outward appearance. Meaning, creating boundaries is a form of self-care. When you are around somebody or people who are making you feel less than, they are, very dismissive of you. They don't want to spend any time with you. They don't ask about you. They make you feel less than. When you create a boundary and you keep them at arm's length, that is a form of self-care, because you have created a boundary whereby they are not crossing that line to get closer to you in order to affect you emotionally and mentally. That's a form of self-care. Doing things by yourself, for example, going on holiday, going to the cinema, going to a restaurant, that's a form of self-care. And I know that, especially going to a restaurant, people are like, what, go to a restaurant by yourself? Listen, don't let it scare you. And well, don't let it scare you to the point where you do not do it. All right, I remember the first time I went to a restaurant by myself, and it was Pizza Express. And it was I don't know if it's still there, it was the Pizza Express on Oxford Street. And when the waiter sat me down, yeah, I literally thought every single eyeball in that restaurant was on me. But that was just my mind. People looked, but to be quite honest, they really didn't care. And once you finished your first course, it's plain sailing. You're just like, oh, okay, this is what it's about. And you feel confident and you feel proud of yourself for doing something that the majority of people are so fearful to do. Eating out by yourself, form of self-care. Another thing is being by yourself. Now, I don't believe that we as humans, we need to be by ourselves all of the time or even most of the time. But yes, there are moments where we do need to be by ourselves, where we don't socialize, we don't even really talk to our family. We just have a moment, couple days or so, where we disconnect from everyone and we try and reconnect with our thoughts, whatever it is that we've been going through, whatever challenges that we have been facing. And you just take a moment away to just center yourself, you know? And that's not you being a loner, that's not you being not that sociable. It's a case of, I need to take a step back because I'm not doing too good, and I want to focus on me, and I want to treat me better, and I want to find out why I am thinking and feeling this way. And when I feel mentally and emotionally ready, I'll come and hang with you. And if nobody can respect that, then you really do need to assess who your friends are, truthfully. That's another form of self-care. When it comes to self-care, we can't put self-care in this basket of bubble baths and getting your nails done and getting your hair done. That's the fun side of self-care. Not to say that it isn't, it's just the fun side, but do not neglect the deeper work that goes on when it comes to self-care, because no matter how many mud masks or sheet masks you put on your face, that doesn't change how you feel inside here and in here. No matter how many massages somebody comes to just tear up your muscles and massage them to the point where they become floppy, that's again not going to help you up here. Yeah, it makes you feel good for a minute or so, but the real change, and we all know this, what I'm saying is nothing new, the real change does come from in here. So instead of just concentrating on the hot bubble bath, and believe me, I love a hot bubble bath. The hotter, the better, and I stay in that bubble bath and until it's time to get out, which is usually after an hour and a half. I kid you not, I love a hot bubble bath. But when it comes to self care, don't do one without the other. You know, Don't just do all the fun stuff and then neglect the inner work that needs to be done. And vice versa. When you're doing the inner work, don't neglect the fun stuff. The two are combined. The two are combined because when you start to do the two together, you start to feel better quickly, and it makes you, obviously, it makes you feel good outwardly and inwardly. But it's like the yin and yang. You cannot, you can't do one without the other. You need the two in order to get maximum impact of what it is that you are trying to achieve. All right. So all I wanted to just say to you guys is when it comes to self-care, don't be very, you know, Instagram self-care about it. Remember to do the inner work. And also, I do want to add this as well. Oh, my battery is gonna go. Hold on 1 second. Okay, there we're back. I just want to say this as well. When it comes to self-care, um, don't feel guilty for doing it. Sometimes in life, depending on whatever it is that you are going through, all right, I'm a firm believer in you need to cut the cord with certain people and take a time out because nothing serves you and you do not benefit other people when you are working to an inch of your life where you are completely exhausted. Who benefits from that? And you might think to yourself, oh, yeah, well, I'm getting the work done. How well are you getting the work done? Nobody's really winning here. Okay, fair enough. You might have, um, you know, made your deadline, but was the work good? So when it comes to self-care, and whether you're doing the fancy fancy side of self-care or the inner work, it's going to be an ongoing thing because life is never the same. Life is not always the same. How you are today, what you're going through today, doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you're going to go through tomorrow. You see, so when it comes to self-care, it's something that you're constantly going to have to do, constantly gonna have to do. Now, don't run with the wind here and start booking yourself in for massages every single week. But I mean, look, if getting a deep tissue massage is really gonna help you, then listen, who am I'm who am I to tell you not to get a deep tissue massage? But I'm just saying that when it comes to self-care, it is something that you do need to prioritize in your life because life is ever changing. Life is never the same. You are facing new challenges, if not every day, every other day, if not every other day, every other month. The fact of the matter is, in a 12-month period, you are going to be facing many, many things. And you need to have the tools there in order to help you while you are facing these many, many things. And self care is one of them. So that's the little video for today. That's all I wanted to say. You know what? Let's get the comments box down below moving. Not Don't mention anything physically that you do for self-care, but if there's anything that you do internally for yourself, like mentally, whether it is going out for a walk, whether it is going to a retreat, put it in the comments box below and let other people see what it is that you do as your form of self-care. And let's see, let's see what people have to say. So, as always, if you do want to follow me, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok. I will leave all of the links in the description box down below. Take care, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.